I'm just gonna tell you right now, okay, I have not watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I never intend to watch The Hunchback of Notre Dame. But recently, I have done a lot of research into Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame because of, I'm gonna butcher this, but I'm gonna try. Clopin Trouillefou. Or something. I'm just gonna say it the way it's spelled, and that's Clopin. My first exposure to this character, DVDs were just becoming a thing, okay? Disney released this promotional about Disney DVDs, and the first face you saw in that commercial was Clopin. He does his laugh, he throws his smoke bomb, and then instantly flips to Woody and Buzz. When I was little and I saw that character, I had no idea who he was. I liked how fluidly he was animated. I liked the colors, and I haven't thought about him since. Some 20-some-odd years later, I get invited to a D&D campaign. I don't know anything about D&D, because I've never played it. I thought that it would be cool to play it, but for some reason everyone's scared to play with me. We'll go into that later. I get invited to join my brother's D&D campaign, or he wants to practice DMing, so goodness knows I have a lot of characters. I figure I'm not going to use a pre-made character, because I know the DM can kill people. I figure if I just copy and paste a character, then I won't have any emotional attachment to it, and if it dies, it won't be any skin off my nose. And my brother-in-law, who was also part of the campaign, he had a character who was very strongly based on Thorin Oakenshield from the recent Hobbit movie. I figured I would do the same, so I was flipping through Google Images, not really thinking much. Just looking at characters and trying to pick a husk to slap a name sticker on and throw into this D&D campaign, and then I saw Clopin again. With that came all the memories of my childhood. He's colorful, so that caught me, and the animation is just beautiful, so that caught me. Nothing is more appealing with beautiful animation than a lot of movement, and I'd have to say of all the characters that he moves the most. Must have been such a nightmare to animate. Anyway, my dopamine plant ate him. So yeah, because I didn't know anything about him actually, I had never watched the movie or anything, I built a character around him, and that character became known as Clopin Vano Kolompar, or Vano for short. And the campaign never happened. So, yeah. I've never been a part of a D&D campaign ever. The funny thing is, Vano is now one of my most favorite characters that I've ever created. I love him to pieces. My family loves him to pieces. Everyone I ever introduce him to, they just love him to pieces. So after Vano was created, I decided to research Clopin more in depth. My dopamine plant was chewing on him. It wanted more information about him. I've read the Wikipedia page, I've read the Disney Wiki page, I've looked at clips, I've watched clips, I've read people who've watched the movie, their take on it, and I've done as much research as I possibly can without watching the movie, and like I said, I'm never going to watch that movie, because I can't deal with that level of intensity, I don't think. I like my intensity to be strictly fictional. For instance, these people are being oppressed because they look different, or because of this culture and this guy doesn't agree with them, so they're gonna wipe them all out. That's very real. I don't like real intensity. Anyway, so basically what I've discovered about Clopin is he is a little, trying to find a friendly word for this, I'm gonna say Clopin is cheeky. He's a jerk. He's a jerk is what he is, but he's like a lovable, endearing sort of jerk. It's an endearing sort of jerkism. I saw a deleted scene, a storyboard about a song called As Long As There Is a Moon or something, and I personally would have loved to see that come to an animation simply because we got to see more of Clopin. He's still picking on Phoebus, but he's clearly supportive of Phoebus and Esmeralda being together, as long as Phoebus follows the customs of their people. And then he's also always pulling Quasi into it. He won't let Quasi be sidelined. Quasi's so used to being rejected and stuff, and in this little scene you can see Clopin is not allowing it. He's not allowing him to hide. He's not allowing him to... He's like the extrovert who adopts the introvert, I personally would have loved to see it, and... But anyway, I've always kind of wondered, there are side characters that I've wanted to see get their own movie. I don't care about the animal sidekick. The animal sidekick does its job. I mean an actual, honest-to-goodness side character. I mean, I can't even imagine what a story about Clopin would be like, but I think it would be fun. Simply because he is so weird. I have watched The Hunchback of Notre Dame too, and I enjoyed that movie. There should have been a little bit more meat, a little bit more depth. I'm just gonna say it. I think Clopin should have had a bigger role. Not too big, because clearly we have Phoebus and Quasimodo and Esmeralda and now Zephyr, so there's a foursome. And then we have Madeline that we're trying to throw in there, which is if it's no longer a threesome in need of a four. It is a foursome getting a fifth. So I don't think it should have been too big a role, but I do think he should have had a big-ish role, because, I mean, Zarouche is trying to escape through the catacombs, and who knows the catacombs better than Clopin? Anyway, but I enjoyed that movie. I think that's a movie that actually needed to happen. Madeline. I really identified with her. She was the first Disney girl character that I ever actually identified with, because she had short hair. And I have short hair. She was one of my favorites, actually, when I was a little girl. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, so I think I'm going to stop here.
Thank you for watching, and remember, don't reply to trolls.